Hey guys, I'm Kyle. This is my aunt Helen, and we're from Sincere's Manufacturing and Sincere's Grocery.
And today we are going to debunk a lot of things that you see on YouTube. So today we're going to show you how to burn a wok. Very simple, very easy, and you don't need a lot of the different dynamics that you see on YouTube. First of all, I'm going to show you how to buy a wok. This wok is an extra thick wok, so it's this size, right? And what you're going to do is when you see this wok here, it has pong marks on it. Now, there's a difference between handmade woks and machine-made woks. Handmade woks have pong marks in it. And this tells you that how this wok has a better taste than the machine-made woks. The machine-made woks are very, very shiny and very smooth. Now, we also brought in this woks with a little bit of rust here because I'm going to show you how to revive your woks with rust without buying a new one.
Okay, so first we'll start off by seasoning our wok by lighting it. Put on high heat, and it takes about 20 minutes to fully season our wok.
Right. So the thing about it is that how you don't need to put any oil, you don't need to put any water. This is the practice of most Chinese restaurants here in Trinidad. What you see is a lot of extras that you could do, but you don't necessarily need to do it. Yeah. So you just leave it and let the fire come out, let the smell of the iron come out and let it burn. And then you'll see as it will turn blue-black. And as it turns color, you'll see that also the rust will also turn color. And it will get back as normal and new, and you could use it anytime you want again.
So as you can see, we're burning our wok, we're seasoning it, and it's becoming black bluish from our heat. And we just want to move it around until the whole wok gets around that color.
So what you want to do is get the whole wok nice and burnt, and you'll see this bluish, blackish color right through the wok, right? And it will even recover the rusted parts of it. So those who have the woks at home and they forgot, it for a little while and it turned rusted, it's not dead yet. You can still revive it. So this is good enough now. So what you could do is just wash this wok, oil it front and back, and whenever you're ready to use it, just wash it out again and continue to use it. It will turn totally black and non-stick as you continue to use it. We're doing shrimp fried rice. Prep the vegetables, shrimp and the fried rice together. So the first thing you do is smash, right? So this is a faster way of peeling your garlic. So you're gonna do it like this, remove it. This one here, you're gonna smash it here too. Sorry, everything flew out, right? So all your garlic is peeled like this. Mince it. So when you're mincing, always have your hands like this, so it's always this way. You don't do this because you're gonna cut your fingers. So always your knuckles are here. So this way. So you have your minced garlic and ginger for your shrimp, and this is your minced garlic for your fried rice. Now we're gonna start to cut the carrots. So we're gonna do it at an angle like this. After you do the angle, you're gonna lay it flat on the table like this. So you're gonna push it down and lay it flat. So it will look something like this. Then you're going to do it lengthways like this. Now you're gonna cut it across to dice it. Right, so you're gonna get an onion. And here's how you do it. You slice one end, you slice the other end, half. And then we're gonna cut the side for garnish on top, right? You can also cut it sideways. It makes it look even nicer. So you can cut it sideways instead of lengthways. So we're all prepped. So I'm gonna hand you over to you boys, but remember, keep all the ingredients close to it because we are going to cook fast and quick and on high heat to get that flavor. That's the most important part.
Okay, so first we'll start off by seasoning our shrimp. So it's our shrimp. And we started first off with our cooking wine. Why cooking wine? Because it breaks down the freshness of the shrimp, so it doesn't give that fresh smell. And Trinidadians, for Asian food, we don't use vinegar or lemon or lime to break down the freshness. We use cooking wine. And then we add our garlic and ginger. All that goes in. Add our size. About a half a teaspoon of white pepper, half a teaspoon of sugar, our mushroom powder, and then salt. And then we add oyster sauce, drizzle that on top, and then we also add some of our sesame oil. And then you just go mix all that up together. That gets everything, all the shrimp ready for the fried rice. There you go.
So before you start, you actually want your wok to be super hot. We're gonna be starting with the shrimp first and then taking it out. So a little bit of oil in, add the shrimp in.
Yeah, add the shrimp. And you want your wok always on high heat. It's called wok. So wok meaning wok flavor. And make sure you have all your ingredients right here when you're cooking. So it's easy to access because everything has to be done quick when you're making fried rice. Oh.
All right, when the shrimp is almost finished cooked, you can put out on the side. So you're gonna cook the eggs now. You're gonna add a little bit of oil to make sure the eggs doesn't stick to the pan. Yep. The egg doesn't take much to cook, so just kind of move it around so it doesn't get burnt. You can take it out. Now we're gonna do the vegetables. Add a little more oil in. You can start with the garlic.
Our garlic over here.
And then the rest of the vegetables, we have carrots.
Carrot. A bit of carrots.
We have onions.
We can add our onions. Yep.
Yep. You can add the peas.
Peas.
Yep. And then bell peppers.
Our bell peppers.
Yeah. Yep.
Best type of rice, it's like we use jasmine rice, but not freshly cooked jasmine rice. You want to have it at least like a day old or 2 days. Around that, that's like the sweet spot to making good fried rice.
If you want your vegetables to be a little softer, you can cook it for longer. But right now, if you leave it as it is and you add the rice in, it'll be crunchy. It's personal preference, to be honest. If you like it a little more crunchy, it's up to you. I like it a little more crunchy. I like to taste the vegetable.
Yeah.
You can add the rice in.
Yes, now we add the rice. Mash up the rice, toss it all up. Yeah.
You can toss the eggs back in.
Okay.
Yep.
Eggs go back in.
Give everything a good mix. And then get that seasoning with some
Hot seasoning, so we have white pepper.
white pepper.
So just throw a good bit of that, a little bit more. There you go. Get some sugar in. Chinese always use sugar in their cooking. Put some of that. And then, important, we have mushroom powder. Add that in. That's good. Come on.
That's good.
And then you're gonna add sesame oil, give that nice sesame flavor.
That's good.
Oyster sauce. Here we have mushroom oyster sauce, vegan, but you can use any oyster sauce you like.
That's good.
And then careful with the soy sauce. You don't want to add too much because it'll get too dark, but just like a little touch is fine.
You might have noticed that we didn't add any salt. That's because the soy sauce already has some salt in it. And it's really up to personal preference. You could taste as you cook to see how much salt you want in your food.
Yeah.
So just give this a good mix. Make sure everything is nicely mixed up.
And our shrimp, all that goes in.
Make sure you toss it up really nice.
Lastly, add some side on the top. There you go. Mix that up.
Just gonna fill the bowl up with a nice amount of fried rice.
Bowl shape.
We're gonna flip the plate over the rice.
Give it a little mouth.
Make it a little stuck.
Sprinkle some of our sesame seeds on top. So take some of those. Just like that.
A little bit of shrimp. The rice.
Yeah. There you go.
That's good. There you have it, Chinese style fried rice.
Good job, boys.
Up a nice bowl with that fried rice.
Mm-hmm. Whoop. Alright, you might have to do that over.
Yeah. Get next to it.